Welcome to another Smart Money Concepts video. In this day and age, there are a lot of proven ways to double or even triple your money. You can do some extra work, open a small business, and of course the classic option, invest your money. Investing can surely reward you with sweet returns, but it also poses risks that, if not thoroughly addressed, can potentially wipe out your hard-earned money. When you invest, you also have to find the best strategy for you. There are a myriad of investment strategies out there that you can choose from. There's the classic buy and hold, the index and a few strategy, the investing in income option, the buy the index one, and last but not least, dollar cost averaging. Here on Smart Money Concepts, I'll give you a more comprehensive look at all the previously stated investment strategies, but I would like to start with this one, dollar cost averaging. For starters, this is one of the most famous strategies that you can utilize in your wealth building journey. Before we start, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more Smart Money Concepts videos. Dollar cost averaging. So what is dollar cost averaging? Well, this is a strategy where the investor invests a fixed amount in dollars regularly. So this means you buy small quantities of shares over time instead of putting the whole amount out in one go. And you have to remember, this is done regardless of the current prices of shares and stocks in the market. For instance, hypothetically, you are anxious to invest your $1,200. In doing dollar cost averaging, you would invest this money for 12 months no matter what the share price is. So in month 1, for example, you invest $100 while the share price is $5. Consequently, you'll be able to purchase 20 shares. The flow is steady until month 5 comes, where the share price shrinks to $2. Since you'll still be investing $100 this month, you'll be able to buy 50 shares. If this market movement continues until the 12th month, then surely you'll be on a sweet ride. Instead of getting only 240 shares, if you invested all 1,200 in the first month, you have now gained 480 shares, all because you chose to invest your money monthly. One of the main perks of a dollar cost averaging investment is that your average cost per share will be significantly lower than when you buy all of the shares on a one-time big-time basis. Honestly, you might already be using this strategy, and you're just not aware of it. Think of it. You're probably now allocating money for a monthly contribution plan, or even for your 401k. As long as you're allotting a fixed amount on a fixed schedule, then I'm sure you'll get the hang of DCA in no time. Advantages of dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging has lots of advantages, especially for those who are starting out. Here are some of its benefits. Entails less emotion when investing. This strategy is helpful especially if you tend to become really emotionally invested in your investments. You may feel less negative sentiments when things don't go your way or when you experience losses. Also, you won't be held back by your strong feelings when investing since there's already a schedule set out for you. Experts say that this type of strategy also cuts down the so-called investor anxiety, especially when you're quite new to the world of investing. Here's the thing, people tend to make unsound financial decisions when they're emotionally driven. Believe me, I've known colleagues who panic when they encounter market dips. That's just a no-no, especially when your money's at stake. For example, there's an investor who faces a situation called anchoring bias, where he or she clutches so badly to a certain price or market timing that he or she fails to buy or sell his or her shares when the market slumps, causing him or her to face even more losses. This circumstance can easily be avoided through the DCA strategy. Manages your risk better. This strategy helps to mitigate risk when purchasing stocks and mutual funds. Since you're dividing the whole amount allotted for investment, your portfolio will face less risks in case the market plunges. You see, even if you try to study the financial market to look for certain patterns, there's no guarantee that you'll be able to guess the best time to invest. Because DCA prevents the investor from putting out a large lump sum of money during a bad market timing, it's greatly considered the safest investment approach, especially now that an impending recession is making the headlines. Develops discipline in investing. Even though you know you should be investing frequently, sometimes, and I totally agree with this, you are inclined to give in to temptations and spend your allotted investment money on something else, probably that latest gadget or the recently released pair of shoes and bag. So if you already have a fixed regular schedule for your contributions, you'll most likely stick to your plan since you're actually required to invest in that period of time. Want to know the advantages of doing the dollar cost averaging investment strategy? We got you. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified whenever Smart Money Concepts posts a new video. Gives you more financial opportunities. Even for seasoned investors, market timing, the practice of trying to predict exactly when the market will peak or bottom, and buying and selling in that manner is nearly impossible. Dollar cost averaging makes it more likely that you'll be present when the right opportunity comes. Just imagine the returns you'll get because of this approach. Helps you prevent the effects of a market slump. The objective of dollar cost averaging is to lessen the impact of the volatility of the market, especially on the value of the desired asset. Listen, prices fluctuate. It's pretty normal and natural. However, by spreading out your investments, you increase your probability of eventually paying a lower average price, even during times when the market is down. Remember, some slumps last longer than others, further reducing the net worth of an investor's portfolio. But listen, this investment approach provides the investor with the least amount of loss. And did you know that a waning market is also considered a buying opportunity when doing DCA? It can improve the long-term potential of your portfolio, making it more profitable when the market becomes stable. As much as dollar cost averaging has tons of benefits, it also has some downsides. So to be fair, I'll give you a rundown of the obvious disadvantages of this investment strategy. Downsides of dollar cost averaging. It sometimes gives lower returns. It's a given fact that when you engage in a method that ensures lower risks, you also leave yourself open to lower returns. And you might ask how? Well, I've been telling you about how DCA helps your portfolio during troubled market times, but this strategy can somehow make you lose your chances of getting higher returns when the market is good. When you make a one-time big payment, your investment is more prone to get actual bigger gains than when you do it by installments. And this strategy is built for long-term wealth building. So if you're not the patient type and you want to immediately see the effects of your investments, then this might not be the perfect method for you. It doesn't permit dynamic portfolio management. Let's say in the middle of your predetermined investments, you heard on the news that a big company will acquire another big firm, resulting in a sudden boost in its earnings. Of course, like any other investor, you would want to buy shares from that company. But sad to say, this isn't possible in the dollar cost averaging approach. DCA is somehow a passive invested method, so you would have less chances to adapt to the current financial environment as it changes. But one key takeaway here is this: you have to be wise in selecting solid investments so you won't have to worry about these things. Have you already decided on the investment strategy that you'll take? We're here to help you. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified whenever Smart Money Concepts posts a new video. Just to be clear, dollar cost averaging doesn't ensure that you'll reach record-breaking profits from your investments, but it certainly helps to lower your costs, especially in a down market, and it may help to boost your long-term gains in a positive market. However, there's a significant potential that using dollar cost averaging backed up with thorough research will not only improve your long-term returns, but can also end up making you wealthy. One more thing about DCA is that it allows people with small amounts of money to start investing. It makes investing easier and a lot more accessible to everyone. For example, you do not have a huge amount of money to spare, and you might find it difficult to save such an amount. With dollar cost averaging, it's now possible for you to invest because you only need to lay small amounts of money every once in a while. Is it the right strategy for you? It really depends on your circumstances as an investor. So aside from beginners in the investing field, other people can also benefit from the strategy. DCA is fairly simple and easy to follow, so if you don't feel comfortable with investing bigger amounts, then this is for you. This is also the right method for you if you don't like to do all of the research about market timing. Let's say you have low risk tolerance, then DCA might be the best approach for you as of now, since putting a huge amount of money in the market can definitely destroy your financial portfolio in case a big dip comes crashing in. Here's another secret for our Smart Money Concepts family. Still nervous about investing? Then maybe it's time to think about this secret strategy for new investors. Fractional shares. A fractional share, also known as a stock slice, is when you own less than one whole share of a company. Fractional shares allow you to invest in stocks based on a dollar amount, so you may end up with a fraction of a share, a whole share, or more than one share, which can fit any budget. It's not for everyone, but what if you always dreamed of owning at least one share of Alphabet, which is Google, but a $2,300 share price is too daunting for you? You can own a piece of one share. This way, you won't miss out on being part owner of your favorite company. Cool, huh? Here are the top online brokers for fractional share investing as of the summer of 2022. Interactive Brokers, Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, Charles Schwab, Fidelity Investments, Merrill Edge, Vanguard. Dollar cost averaging is just one of the many strategies that you can use. Of course, you have to find the one that will fit you and your financial plans. There are advantages as well as disadvantages to every approach, so you really have to examine everything first. Remember, this is your hard-earned money, and you have every right to use it the way you want to. Are you currently using the DCA strategy? How's it going? Have you experienced the said advantages? Share it with us now in the comment section below. For more videos, just click the like and subscribe buttons now to make sure that you don't miss our next video.